Hello, welcome to this update of severe weather. So there's this light risk today from parts of Montana to Michigan and south to Kansas and Colorado. Tornado threat is 2%, parts of Colorado, Kansas, and especially Nebraska there, 5%. And then there's this 2% from Colorado to Michigan. And let's see, wind is 5% in that marginal, 5% in this marginal from Mexico to Minnesota and to Michigan, parts of Montana too in other areas, and 15% from northeast Colorado to Wisconsin and Michigan. And hail is kind of the same area there from Texas and northern Mexico all the way into Canada, and this 15% from like the UP of Michigan to Montana, and this hatched area for very large hail there in Nebraska, Kansas and Colorado. And there's an interesting thing for today that the Colorado State University, they are showing some higher tornado probabilities for today here. So be aware too, this is not shown by the National Weather Service, but they are showing some higher probabilities, so be aware. And wind too, they are showing a little bit higher, and hail too. So this is the comparison here, but be aware, because let's show you some dynamics here. There's a lot of temperature change here, a big temperature gradient to help the instability of the thunderstorms, and there's tons and tons of cape, like in Nebraska especially. Look, this will change a lot, but like the afternoon or Sunday shows more than 3,000 joules per kilogram of cape there. More here, more there. Let's see. Yeah, lots of cape, so lots of instability there, and also some strong winds aloft too. So let's see here. Wait, let's see. I want to show you something, but it's kind of complicated. This is not exactly it, and this is more like the jet stream, but you see here for tomorrow or Wednesday some stronger levels there, but yeah, I don't know where to find that, but be aware. Let's see. So for today they say scared strong to severe storms could occur today in parts of the upper Mississippi Valley and over the central high plains and northern plains late this afternoon through tonight. Both severe damaging winds and hail appear possible, and maybe a tornado there, as I showed you. So for tomorrow, there's this big slight risk from Kansas to Ontario, and this marginal risk from Colorado to Ontario. So tornadoes, just 2% there, near Wisconsin, Ontario, and Minnesota. Wind 5% to 15%, and hail in the same areas exactly. And for tomorrow, there's something interesting too. Here, the Colorado State University has some higher tornado probabilities there too, like a big 2% and a big 5% for tomorrow. So they are showing some higher probabilities. So the National Weather Service has only 2%, but be aware. And they are showing for the Gulf some 5% tornado probabilities there, because of the rain bands of those tropical systems there might bring some water spouts. So be aware too. And here's the wind and the hail, they are showing more for some areas as well. But be aware. For tomorrow, they have scattered strong to severe thunderstorms will be possible Tuesday afternoon, parts of the upper Mississippi Valley, southwestward into parts of Nebraska and Kansas. So stay safe tomorrow. Day 3, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just thunderstorms, of course. In a general risk of thunderstorms, you should always be aware as well. And for day 4 to 8, nothing. So let's see here for today only. So some snow there, some storms and rain there in Canada, some storms in Montana too. Show some storms by Wisconsin, Michigan, parts of Canada, and Minnesota especially. But I don't know. Wait, let's go to the run before this. So it has some storms there, more showers there, and of the tropical moisture. But this is so crazy. It isn't showing anything firing there in Nebraska and Colorado. Weird. Because it's Monday, there's the slight risk there, the 5% tornado threat, but it isn't showing anything there. Only maybe in Wyoming and Montana there, and some more there. By Tuesday, by 7th Tuesday, it shows stronger storms there by North Dakota, Manitoba, Ontario, and Minnesota there. But it isn't showing anything in those areas there. Weird. I don't know what's going on with this model, but just keep in mind there's the slight risk and the tornado threat there today, but I don't know what's going on with that model. So let's see here. Quantitative precipitation for today. Lots there in Canada, northern US, some there. Day 2, more in Texas, a lot. In the plains too and into Canada. Day 3, some there too, some in Canada and the northeast. Lots in Mexico and Texas, day 3. Day 4, lots there too. Day 5, lots in the north there, and some in the Gulf in Florida. Day 6, more into Canada there, and some in the Gulf. Day 7, some in the Gulf in the east and in Canada. Days 1 through 7, a lot there, and lots there in the Gulf and in Texas. Up to 10 inches almost in some areas there. So please be careful. This will be similar to what happened to Florida last week. So please be careful in Texas there. Excessive rain. Today a slight there in the north and a marginal. This marginal there too. And there's this slight in the Gulf and this marginal. Day 2, this big slight from Kansas to Canada and this marginal. And this moderate in Texas, Louisiana, and this slight and marginal there. So please be careful with this moderate. There's another moderate for Wednesday, day 3 for Texas, and a slight and a marginal. So please be careful with this rainfall in Texas. And then this slight and this marginal in the plains and Midwest for tomorrow. Tomorrow, no, day 3, yes. Day 4, which is Thursday, another slight in the north, a marginal there, and this marginal and this light in Texas and New Mexico. There's this light there for day 5, Friday, the upper Midwest and plains, and this marginal there too. So be aware, please. Snowfall for today, some there. Tomorrow, little to nothing, later nothing. So let's see if this is working here. I have no idea why this isn't working. I watch many YouTubers using this and it's working for them. If you have any ideas, tell me. But let's see. This is the hazards outlook. You can get an idea. There hazardous heat in many parts of the Midwest and Northeast and into Canada too. Some heavy rain there, severe weather, heavy precipitation in those areas, some high winds and fire conditions there. So this is days 3 through 7 here. Let's see. I think there's a longer outlook here. So this is day 8 through 14, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so there are like above normal temperatures, excessive heat, so lots of areas of excessive heat above normal temperatures, heavy precipitation, and high winds. So be aware. And here we have these crazy wildfires in California, near Los Angeles. There have been some evacuations too, so please be careful. And let's see the temperatures here. Wait, because it's in Celsius, I'll put it in Fahrenheit. So 100 in the southwest still, very hot, and up to 90s here in the Midwest and in those areas. Here like 90s all the way into the northeast there. Some May is in Canada, even 90s in Canada there. Let's see. A is in the south, let's Tuesday. Let's see Wednesday here. Some 100s there still in Mexico too. 90s everywhere there. 90s there. Yeah, very hot there. So there's this fire outlook too. It's critical from New Mexico to Utah, and it's elevated too. So please be careful not to cause any fires and stay away from fires. There's just this elevated in New Mexico and Colorado for tomorrow. Day 3 through 8, I think there's nothing. But let's see, predictability. So, yes, there's nothing there. Something interesting here is this too. So let's see. There are a bunch of heat alerts there in Ontario and Quebec. Heat warnings there. And there's even a severe thunderstorm watch. There are conditions for the development of severe thunderstorms capable of producing strong winds and large hail this afternoon and evening in parts of Quebec and Ontario there. So be aware. Some heat alerts there too. Some special weather statements for high temperatures. Some rainfall warnings in parts of Manitoba and Ontario. And a bunch of watches here. I think this is severe thunderstorm watches, yes. Large hail, it says capable of large hail, some strong to severe thunderstorms there in British Columbia, and this in Alberta and southern British Columbia, capable of large hail and heavy rain. It says this afternoon and evening, so be aware. Let's see. And even up here, some air quality advisories. And this is it, I think. Let's just see here, like, the euro better. So let's see, regions. Is there like North America here, like the whole of North America? Yes, so you can see that high pressure there causing all the high temperatures, the moisture there in the Gulf and the system, the storms in the northern US and Canada there, and then occasionally more showers and storms there in the west too, and this rain moves east, more storms there later, and a bunch of stuff. Let's see. There's this area here, like the anomaly of higher and lower pressures, the heat there, the lower pressures there causing the severe weather and everything. So let's see what else we have here. And here I found it, the heat risk. So this is for today. Some extremes there in the Midwest, even South Texas, lots of major and moderate there heat risk for today. And this for tomorrow, the extremes start building there in the Ohio Valley and Midwest, more majors there into the Northeast, and be aware in Canada too. For Wednesday, yes, Wednesday, so lots there, more majors there in the Northeast, Ohio Valley, parts of the Midwest for Wednesday. Lots of high 90s and 80s, so be aware of the heat risk. For Thursday, some highs there, more extremes all the way to the Northeast there, in the Midwest and Ohio Valley too. For Friday, the extremes start shifting back into the Midwest and Ohio Valley. Still some majors in the Northeast and some moderates down there in major. And by Saturday, even more extremes there in the Midwest and Ohio Valley, some majors, and it starts shifting back south a little bit. Like on Sunday, more majors in the southeast and in these areas here, even one extreme or two. So stay safe. We have lots of hazards, some winter storm warnings and advisories there, red flag warnings all over, heat advisories all over the place, some excessive heat warnings, as even some hard freeze warnings there, and freeze warnings and frost advisories, some wind advisories, high wind watches, warnings, and more. Some flood watches there too. Stay safe.